Hey guys, I have always been a big fan of Alton Brown, and I just stumbled across Alton Brown's recipe for aged eggnog yesterday and decided I want to get me some of that. So we are about 4 months away from New Year's, which is the minimum recommended aging period for Alton Brown's eggnog. So I figured I'm going to make a batch of it. This is probably the least healthy thing you could ever possibly consume. I have 12 egg yolks in here that I have separated from egg whites, and I'm going to start by mixing that with a pound of sugar and a teaspoon of fresh grated nutmeg, which I have just finished grating. Mix that in there, and then do this a little bit at a time. This is carbonado cane sugar. We've got good stuff going into this. This is then going to become incredibly boozy and creamy, because after I'm done with this, I'm going to be mixing together I'm going to be mixing in a pint each of whole milk, half and half, and heavy cream, and then adding to that a cup and a half. The recipe actually calls for a cup each of cognac, bourbon, and Jamaican rum. And I'm going to actually simplify that a bit. I'm going to leave out the cognac and go with just a cup and a half of rum and a cup and a half of bourbon. So. No, it's kind of an ooze. Well, that's almost... Is that a sheet? Maybe? I'm gonna go a little bit longer, see if we can get rid of the granularity. We're just gonna go with that. How hard can it be? All right, next step is mix together all the liquids. So I have a pint of whipping cream. Oh yeah. A pint of half and half. I need a pint of whole milk, so 2 cups. Cup and a half of bourbon. Use Maker's Mark because it's pretty good, but not crazy expensive. So in theory, and according to all the comments I've read, you can age this stuff for literally years. And because it has enough sugar and, more importantly, I think, alcohol in it, it actually doesn't go bad. So, there's a cup and a half of bourbon. And a cup and a half of Jamaican dark rum. I'm using Myers. I think I'm just about going to empty this. Just empty it. Better that way. So a little over a cup and a half of rum. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, which, knowing Alton Brown, I am assuming is for an emulsifier. That, and then slowly beat in the egg mixture. So. And we can get all the last of this in. homogeneous. Wow. That's boozy and like a gazillion calories. Now, we just put it in the fridge to age. I am going to do this using mason jars because I want to be able to try this out over a period of time. And this will allow us to easily open one at a time. I wonder if this is actually going to be enough jars. Yeah, this is definitely not enough jars. Alright, let's get another jar. So again, these don't have to actually be sealed. We're not pressurizing them. And they don't have to be mason jars, just that seemed to be a convenient storage medium since I want to store these for a while so I can see what they're like after 4 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years perhaps. We'll see how long I can manage to not drink it all. We do need to try a little bit. That's some good stuff. A little bit of nutmeg. Those are really good. Very curious to see what that tastes like in 4 months. So check back with me then.